Hey, hey, hey. I hope you all are having a blessed day. God wanted me to come on to speak on the Bible verse, Matthew chapter 11, verse 12, that says, from the days of John the Baptist until now, the kingdom of heaven suffers violence, and the violent man take it by force. Within this scripture, Jesus is talking to the crowd about John after John's disciples asked him if he really is the expected one. He tells them John was not some supernatural phenomenon, a reed swaying in the wind, nor was he a product of human enterprise. A man in fine clothes. No, he was a prophet, but not just any prophet. He was the one who would be the forerunner of the Messiah. Then he makes this statement about the kingdom of heaven, which is what I just read. And so God is saying that somebody is in a state of mind that they want to give up, to throw in the towel. They have ceased with praying. They have ceased with seeking God. They have ceased at finding themselves being thankful and praising God for the things that they have now. And what you have done is open a pathway to the enemy to begin to come in and feel like they can take the promise by force, that they can begin to tear down, to root down the very thing that God has for you to walk into. And so God is wanting you to know that there is no lack of evidence that the religious leaders of the day oppose both John and Jesus, even to the present God's kingdom, right here where we are, right here, the things that we're facing, and that's happening in the heavenly realms, okay? It's an opposition continuously by the enemy, trying to get in and to root down and to tear down and think that they're going to take over, but they can't. He said, and its subjects are target of opposition, even in the heavens. You are target of opposition by the enemy daily, waiting on the opportunity to come in. And the moment you find yourself lacking, having a mindset to push forward in God and to trust God in the way he needs you to, the enemy breaks in. And then he begins to play on your mind. And if you don't have control to keep it there and then push it out from there, then it enters into your heart, because you begin to believe the very thing the enemy is saying, which is not true. But you have to have a mindset to know that it's not, and push forward and trust in God. And you can't give up. You got to push forward. And so it went on to say God's kingdom and its subjects are the target of opposition, the Lord was saying, if not persecution. But those who want to do the violence to the kingdom are not trying to force their way into it, but to eradicate it. To eradicate it. To eradicate means to destroy completely or to put it to an end. So you tell me, what is going to be your choice on today? Are you going to throw in the towel and allow the enemy to come in and to destroy what you have been fighting for this whole time? Are you willing to just throw in the towel on what you have been fighting for this whole time? All this pressure, all these tears, all this long suffering. You're willing to throw in the towel on all that and to stay in a wilderness state, or to continue to just keep going through continuously, because just because you throw in the towel don't mean that, the opposition is going to stop, because the opportunity is still right there waiting on you to pick it up. No, the enemy is going to taunt you more so. You threw in the towel on that. So why not go on ahead and take yourself out? Just die. Go on ahead and take that gun over there and just blow your brains out. Go in there and take those pills. He wants to make sure that you are completely put to an end. That way you can't find strength again and relying on God and coming back to the promise, because it still stands. God tells us his word can't lie, and it is set out to do what it is intended to do. Once he speaks the word, it must prosper. The enemy knows this. So how does he stop you? By putting a total end to you. And if you don't do that, you still have an opportunity. Even when you lack in faith and believe that it can't be done, the day you wake up and you decide, God, I'm going to trust you today. God, I'm going to step out in the word that you have told me was mine, the promise that you have kept. I know it's been hard. I know it's been tough. I'm going to trust you. The day you do that, even though the enemy got here, and you finally wake up and you receive strength again and you push him out, that promise is still there. Now, it may delay the process of you getting there, but it's still there. It's still there. Oh, let me go, y'all. I am working today. I got to get back to work. I love you all. You all be blessed and have a good day. Bye for now.